Hey YouTubers, and welcome back to Tony the Technician channel, and today we're going to be going into my work van. Probably the worst possible day I could choose to do this, but I told myself I would get the video done so it can be uploaded tomorrow. Snowed about half an inch this morning. It's all gone. It's still about 11 degrees out, so probably not the best day to do this, but as far as winters go, it really hasn't been bad this year. I still don't like it, but we're going to go ahead. We're going to take a look at what I work with, what we've installed in the van since I've had it. I switched jobs about a little over a year ago, and I've been really enjoying it. If you guys follow the channel, you guys might know that I now do paintless dent removal. Really enjoy it. I love that I get to be home every day, and that's what matters most to me. And I love the work that I do. So this paintless dent removal has been very exciting and new to me. And my boss actually got me a work van approximately 6 months ago, and I've really been enjoying it. We got an inverter and some drawers installed in it, and then I've kind of customized it myself to work best for my needs. I do a lot of mobile work, so this is my setup, and I really hope you guys enjoy it. I'm not going to go 100% into detail of everything, and we're not going to look at 100% of everything just because some of it's locked down pretty tightly, but I'll do my best to show you guys roughly what I use on a daily basis, and I hope you guys enjoy. If you guys want to see anything more specific in the future, please just let me know. I'd be glad to make a video on it. But let's go ahead and take a look at my work van. If you guys enjoy, please make sure to hit that thumbs up, leave a comment down below of your guys' thoughts, and as always, subscribe if you're not a subscriber. Let's get into this. So this is the side of my van. Normally I would have a larger hail light here and a couple other items. I'm getting another service cart that I'm going to be putting in here, but as of right now I'm just going to shoot the video. So we installed this Jupiter power inverter from Harbor Freight, and it's actually doing pretty well. I've had it for about 6 months. This is the 1500 watt or 3000 peak Jupiter inverter. 6 months use, run it about, I don't know, 6 hours a day, 5 days a week. And basically what I have here is I have one of these ran to all of my chargers. Got my Milwaukee M12 charger, Dewalt 20 volt, and then my charger for my hail light, and then I just have the cords kind of ran here. Then I have this tough box kind of mounted to the floor so it doesn't slide around, and I just have all my winter wear for when I'm working outside and everything. Then I got a kneeling pad so I don't have to kneel down on the asphalt or anything, and then I caught a couple of larger repair rods here, and then my eye scraper, and then the other extension cord is actually going to run to the back of the vehicle. It's kind of messy right now, but it is what it is. But that's it for up here. Now we'll kind of move into the back. Just a sight from back here just to see it from kind of the front of the vehicle. This is my service cart that I've been running. It is strapped down, but I can unstrap it and pull it out. But I'm getting another one because this fits so well in here, and everything stays tight because of where everything's placed. So I want to get another smaller cart than this that will hold all my rods, just in case I need to work inside of a building and I need to go, you know, mobile away from my vehicle. It'll make it a lot easier than unstrapping this one. I'll keep a collapsible one up here, but other than that, you'll see the rest of this from the back of the van. So here's what the back looks like when we come in. Looking at the far left, we have my mobile cart here. I keep some rags up here. This is for, you know, cleaning off panels, or if I need to polish or wet sand or anything like that. I have plenty of rags here. Then I have some organizers up here from Harbor Freight. I just have spare pads for my polisher, some rope straps, a couple of those for, you know, propping open hoods and trunks and things like that. I have a squeegee, and then I have these here. This is for glue pulling, so I can put a glue tab on a panel and then I can pull it with this, and I have a couple different ones here. I don't use these as often as I use my slide hammer, but they work pretty good just depending on what you're doing. And then I have some trim tools here, just an extra set. And then over here I have this organizer I didn't like a review on kind of when I first purchased it, and I would update you guys on it. I'll be doing a video on that alone. It's not that good of an organizer, so I don't even really use it. And then in the bottom of the cart I have my step stool in the back collapsed. This is my primary light for working mobile with dents, and it runs off my Dewalt batteries, the 20 volt. So that's what I primarily use when I'm not using the larger hail light. I have a small jump pack here, a battery for my hail light, and then the Milwaukee M12 radio here, which is really nice. Really enjoyed that. And then that other extension cord comes back, and I have power back here, so when I'm working mobile, I can easily have my glue gun for glue pulling always heated up. I don't have to run my cordless glue gun. This runs off of the Dewalt 20 volt battery as well, and it's fantastic, but I don't like to run all my batteries all the time, so anytime I can, I use this. It is cordless as well. It just heats it up on that platform, and then I can go do some glue pulling. It stays warm for a couple of minutes, and then it has to go back on, but it heats up real quick. So if I'm working right at the back of my van, it works very well. So that's there. But if I'm going away from my van for a little bit, or I need or I know I'm going to be doing a lot of glue pulling, then I'll use this with the 20 volt. Then I have my slide hammer in here, a few various different types of glues, from the knockdowns or the paddles. And then this is the Craftsman setup that I've shown you guys in previous videos. If you guys haven't checked that video out, go ahead and check that out. I recently added this, and probably about 2 months ago. So below this section, which is just glue pulling stuff up here, in the center section here we have the socket set, which up top you have the 3/8 drive, and this is plenty for everything that I do on a vehicle. Then you have your 1/4" drive. You got some nut drivers and bits in the back, shallow and deep sockets, extensions, universals, all that good stuff. And then 1/2" drive, and then your wrenches in the back. It's definitely something, as far as this section could grow upon, but for what I do, it's plenty fine. Then I have another organizer below it. I wish this toolbox right here, this socket set, had the same drawer slides and locking mechanism as this organizer. But this I just use for my glue tabs. I got various different styles and shapes of glue tabs to pull the dents. This is a tool block for wet sanding. I think I have 3000 grit. Then I have a small little thing of polish. I have a larger one up here, but I just keep this guy full because it's a lot easier to bring that with me. Paint marker. Below that, I have some dent dollies. These are for straightening out like panel edges and stuff when they get pushed in, or relieving some crowning when a dent pushes into the edge of a panel. Some more nut drivers that I don't really use. This gear wrench light, that thing's fantastic. A couple of rings and hooks and everything for getting leverage underneath hoods and doing hail and all of that. Here are some caps for rods. You put them on the end of your tool to soften the tip of it so you don't have such a sharp end. Some Allen heads, some ratcheting screwdrivers, my knockdowns. I have various ones with different heads on it. You could just use one, but then I'm constantly, changing out the tips, so I keep a few different knockdowns with various tips on them for different crownings and different purposes. Then I have some Tessa tape. This is for wrapping the ends of tools. I use this a lot more to soften the tip of my tool than I do these rubber caps. The Tessa tape is just a lot more versatile. So I have the dent dollies, hooks for leverage and everything, and just some various tools. Then in here I actually just keep, a roll of paper towels. Right now it's all bolted down, I'm not getting in here. Various pliers and other tools. I keep my primary tools right here on the side of the cart, so I use the long nose pliers from Gear Wrench. And then same thing with the diagonal side cutters as well. So that's it as far as the service cart and the organization here. And then over here is a drawer system we purchased after my boss purchased this van. So it's got an organization up top, or a tray, that I kind of personalized myself. I bought a bunch of the M12 organizers. I think it's from a company called Spartan, and they hold, the tools and batteries. So I have my batteries mounted up here on the front. I have another smaller one here. I have my M12 ratchet, drill, and polisher all mounted there so they don't slide around or anything like that. And then we have some window guards and window wedge window wedge back here. This is for any time I'm fixing a dent on a door where I go in down through the window. That protects the window for when I'm, you know, using leverage to remove the dent. Here's my primary knockdown and hammer. So it's got a nice fine tip on it, real nice for going in and just doing touch-up work on any high spots. This is what I primarily use. And then I knock down with the handle of the hammer. And then I have a knockdown hammer here, which has a polished ball end and another interchangeable tip on here. This is a blending hammer. Then I have my OEM Tools picks here. This is for removing, you know, little caps on doors and stuff when I need to go in through the sides of the doors, through the grommets and stuff, to remove dents. 1/4-inch ratchet, Milwaukee bit set, Cobalt bit set. These things are fantastic. And then I have some of these drawers are specific for my PDR rods, but some of them are too long for these drawers, so my larger or longer whale tails are here, and then some of my larger tools are there, just like I had the two up front across the back because they're too big for back here as well. And I don't use those two very often, so those two stay up there. In the top drawer are some of my primary tools. These are my door hooks, just various sizes and lengths, adjustable handles. This one you can see is wrapped in Tessa tape on the end. Same thing with this one. And then panel rods of different shapes and lengths. Well, there's lefts and rights, and then they're all different lengths for various different situations. And then the smaller ones, these are my 3 primary ones that I use for a lot for, you know, working the dents around door handles and stuff. These work really well. And then some of my other various tips that I have for my rods and my knockdowns for different crowning and high spots and stuff like that. You just have some different options to choose from. And that's it as far as the top drawer. And then in the bottom we have my torch for heating up the panel if it's cold outside, or if you have a sharp dent, you need to heat it up before pushing on it. You don't want to break the paint. Some door hooks, some different double bend tools, some straight rods, some short whale tails, and then what I mean by whale tail is it is a flat portion. So if there's a dent behind a brace in a door, normally I wouldn't be able to get behind that brace with a hook like this because it's a little bit thicker. I can't get behind that brace. So majority of the time this whale tail, and they come in different widths. I have a lot of different widths here and lengths. You use this to get behind that bracing and you rock it back and forth basically to remove the dent. Just kind of work it out that way. So a lot of different, and I keep it as, you know, pretty minimal when it comes to PDR tools, but there are guys out there with a lot of stuff. I try to work with what I have unless I absolutely need another tool. And that's it as far as my primary tools. I'm not going to dig them out. If you guys want to see videos specifically on the tools more in depth, please let me know. And then I have a couple prop rods here as well that works with those ratchet ropes in order to, you know, hold open a hood or a trunk or anything like that. And then over here I just have some magnetic organizers with some of my Tekton screwdrivers in there, isopropyl alcohol, 3D1, fantastic stuff. Some window cleaner, my door prop rod, this holds doors open, and then I just keep miscellaneous stuff in here when I'm working. And then up top here I've mounted some other organizers that hold all of my 20-volt batteries. I have 5 in total, and that's plenty for the work that I do. Don't really ever have to worry about them, you know, running out of battery life while working. Plus I have the charger there that I always keep them charged. So that's it as far as my work van kind of tour. Alrighty, YouTubers, so that's it as far as my van tour. I know I didn't go in like super in depth into anything, but gave you kind of a general overview of what my van looks like, kind of how I work out of it and everything. Not everything was in there, and I still have some to expand on, but other than that, I still really hope you guys enjoyed, found it enjoyable. If you guys have any questions about any of it or want to see in-depth, you know, videos on any of that stuff, maybe an explanation over some of it, please just feel free, drop it down in the comments. I'd be happy to make a video for you guys on it. But other than that, if you guys enjoyed this video, please make sure to hit that thumbs up, leave a comment down below of your guys' thoughts, and as always, subscribe if you're not a subscriber. See you guys next time.